Pittsburgh Steelers hire a new offensive line coach, but is it a big deal? Welcome to the Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate. My name is Mark. Thank you for clicking on yet again another video as we break down the team further and further into the Steelers draft, the free agency, and then before you know it, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers season all over again, and we are watching our team on the field. Today we have some more news for you. Pat Meyer has now been named offensive line coach for the Steelers. But I want to ask you this question in the first part: is this a big deal for a Steelers fan or for the team right now? Okay, a lot of conversation out there. Maybe we should have brought in Mike Munchak. That could have been a key piece to the Steelers O-line. For me personally, it's not a big deal just yet. I want to congratulate firstly Pat Meyer for coming into the organization. He's been in 20 years in the league. His last 2 years were playing with the Panthers. And he did actually lose his job there, but he's now found a new home with the Pittsburgh Steelers. For me, looking at it from an outside view, not being a coach, not being a player, give Pat Meyer a chance. Before we go down the route of speculation of saying, hang on a minute, this guy can't do anything. He's going to be the worst coach. He was terrible in Carolina. There's a reason he's been fired so many times or he's moved on to other teams. He can't stick with a job. I want to see the other side first. I want to give this guy the benefit of the doubt and hopefully let him at least walk into the Pittsburgh Steelers locker room, the facility, sit down, have a coffee, and develop a plan for this team. Now, this is a very hard team to fix from last year. You think about this, the stress and the position that Pat Meyer is going to be in here, coming into a Steelers organization and having Najee Harris there, right? But he hasn't got a guy like Big Ben. At this point in time, Pat's also has accepted the offer and is now the Pittsburgh Steelers offensive line coach. And he doesn't even know who his quarterback is. Half of Steeler Nation doesn't know. You and I don't know. It's just a very tricky situation to put everything on Pat's back at the moment. And I was reading through the comments today. I was reading through Facebook, Instagram, and 90% or most of the comments were pretty much saying he's a terrible coach. He has no idea what he's doing. He couldn't coach his way out of a wet paper bag in Carolina. And why do we choose him, Pat Meyer, the Steelers organization, choose him and give him a job over a guy like Mike Munchak? But I just want to pause it there for a minute because I don't think it's not that big of a deal. Give this guy a chance. Let him get accustomed to the organization. He has 20 years experience in the league. You know, we don't know him. I don't know him personally, and a lot of Steel fans don't know him out there personally. We are just too quick to judge. But I do want to hear your thoughts. I want to know in the comments below, is it a big deal? Is it just another hiring? And we have Matt Canada, we have Terrell Austin now. We're getting the pieces around, right? We have Mike Tomlin. These are the off-season things that need to happen with this organization, and we're all vying for that one goal, which is the Super Bowl and the 7 Lombardis. Now to get 7. So, in my view, I don't think it's a massive big deal. It's big news. It's huge news that we have to, I guess it's all we have at the moment. Every day, next minute, Juju could be traded or Claypool could be traded or, are we going to draft Malik Willis? These things will happen. So I kind of understand the outreach or to, Meyer, oh, he's not any good. He's terrible. At the same time, on the flip side, I think give the bloke a chance. Give him a chance. Let him come into this organization. You think about the pieces that he has to work with. And there's also, Trey Turner could be a free agent. Chooks is a free agent as well. We don't know if we want to keep those two fellas. What's going to happen with Kendrick Green at center? There are reports and ideas out there that he's not really a center. He's not big enough to be a center. Dotson, our left guard. I'm hoping Dotson can come back and provide some physicality on that offense because he was injured most of the year. And speaking of injuries, Zach Banner, who he paid all that money to, didn't play a game last year. This offensive line is different, is so different to the years past of David DeCastro, Pouncey, Big Al, fellas like that. Ramon Foster. It's so different to what we had with Big Ben. And I think we're going through a new transitional period. We now have Dan Moore Jr., who's our left tackle. I do like him there too. I do like Dan. I thought Dan played fantastic this year. And I thought in spurts that Dotson played pretty well too. It's just interesting to see how we jump on the Pat Meyer's back straight away. And we say, hang on, we signed the coach, and a lot of Steel fans are just hating or, maybe even disrespecting the coach that he's been in the league 20 years and we can't even give him the benefit of the doubt. So in my view, it's not a big deal. It isn't overly a big deal. It's great to have a coach, and we finally have an offensive line coach now. It's not Munchak, but we have a guy there. Let's see what he can do. See what he can do with his craft. See if he can improve this Steeler offense, because this Steeler offense, we couldn't run the football last year. Actually, we haven't been able to run the football for a few years. And we all know how special Najee Harris is. So we pick up some pieces, shore the O-line up. A new spark comes into the organization. A lot of you guys are always asking about we can't stop hiring from inside the organization. As soon as that happened, not many people were happy. Some were, but some weren't. So, yeah, lastly, I just want to say congrats to Pat Meyer. Mate, welcome to Steel City. I hope you can provide that excellence that we know we have here. We have 6 championships for a reason. We're always vying for 7. We're always in a chance for the dance. Yes, we are in a very different period right now. We have no quarterback, which is, from my experience being a Steeler fan, I had never seen this. I've only known Big Ben, to be honest. I've only known Big Ben from 2004 all the way throughout his career. He's always been QB1. So this is going to be a very interesting period. We're starting to get the pieces together. Matt Canada, Mike Tomlin, Terrell Austin, Pat Meyer. Things are happening with the Pittsburgh Steelers organization, just not how they used to happen, or the consistency where we would go down the field and score 7 points in 3 or 4 plays. Things are just a little bit different right now at the moment, but I want to hear your thoughts. And if you guys like the content, please subscribe to Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate, but leave your comments below. Is it a big deal? Is it that much of a big deal? Pat Meyer comes in. He's been in the NFL 20 years. I just wish him all the luck, to be honest. I wish him all the luck as a Steeler, and I hope he can improve our run game, because that's what we need this year. We need that more than anything. We need the fellas up front to be powerful, strong, physical, and dominate that line and just get a first down. Something. We need something. So I'm excited to see what Pat can do, and I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for checking out Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate. See you guys next time.